Hello, welcome to Wednesday Night Chat with Nick. Hello, everybody. Good evening. It's Wednesday, the 21st. Got hot tea here, hot mint tea. A festive Christmas cup. How's everyone's doing? It's Wednesday. I went to see the movie Sing with my son Anthony today. Lots of fun. A cute movie. It's hard not to like this movie. I think the animation is really good. The singing is fun. A fun story. It's designed for kids, and I did not mind sitting through the 90 minutes of it whatsoever. So, Anthony's home all of this week, so I gotta find things to do with him. We were tempted when we get to the movie theater. We were tempted to go see Rogue One because that's high on our priority to see. But we promised families that we will wait for them to get here the day after Christmas so that we can all go see Rogue One together. So as tempting as it was to go see Rogue One, we did go see Sing, and it was fun. I think if you have kids, I'm pretty sure they will enjoy the movie. So for all the parents out there, Christmas, cartoon, animation go hands in hand, right? Okay, before I continue further, just a reminder for those that just tune in and not aware, I put a link um, below on my trivia game um, sign up. Hello, Jorge. So if you have any interest in playing the trivia game, go watch that video to see the rules on how the game will be played. And then if you're interested in playing, just post in there. I will collect players for the rest of this year, no, for next week or so, and then early next, depending on how many people sign up, then early in January, the first week of January, I would then make another video to announce how many players we have, what kind of format we will have to optimize the game. Okay, so that's what's in plan. Hello, David Ross. There's another link below. If you will see, is for Richard Friend. I think the last name is Friend. I'm not sure the correct way to pronounce his last name, but he subscribed to my channel about maybe 2 weeks ago, and he's one of the very few working artists. Hello, Josh. He's a working artist, penciler, inker, colorist for DC. In fact, he in his last 2 weeks, he has done a bunch of Jim Lee inking for Jim Lee for his Suicide Squad, a bunch of pages. If you're a fan of inking, drawing, YouTube channel, for sure check out Richard channel because it's fun. I mean, I love watching the pros do the work. I mean, I I don't expect to learn much from watching him, but I have always been a huge fan of VZA. There's a channel on YouTube called VZA channel, and on that channel there are a ton of videos, short clips of artists doing cover sketches or even convention drawing. I watched that channel. I watched that YouTube channel for years now, and rarely miss a video. And so here's one of the few rare occasions where you actually have a working inker on YouTube. So it's neat. I don't think that many other artists on YouTube or have any kind of presence on YouTube to show their work. So this is one of the few rare occasions that you get to see a pro do his thing on a weekly basis. It's neat as heck. I mean, um, I think it's neat because if you, hi Josh, yeah, I mean, I am all for that. I think it's neat as heck to see Richard doing his work on YouTube because it's rare. It's rare that you see, people can actually see pages that are not yet in books on the rack. So I mean, you got like a preview of some of the pages before they hit the stand. I'm sure not Richard doesn't show everything that he does, so at least he doesn't spoil it for everyone that planning to buy the book. But yeah, it's awesome. You get to see, it's also extremely rare to see artists raw pencil. A lot of time when you see, whether it's Heritage or Comic Link or Comic Connect, Jorge, not yet. I do plan to go see that movie the day after Christmas. I promise family that's coming to visit the day after Christmas that we all will go see the movie together. So you're gonna have to wait. Patiently, I have to wait until the day after Christmas to see Rogue One. I have done my best to avoid all spoilers. Let's see on the front. For sure, this Sunday. Hello, Comic Crack. For sure, this Sunday is Christmas, so there will not be a Sunday chat this Sunday. Okay, so I will take that day off to enjoy Christmas with the family and not be on YouTube. So I'm sure other people won't be spending much time watching YouTube either. So it's not as if you will miss anything. But for sure, this Sunday, no Sunday chat, okay? Because it's Christmas. We can all use the time more wisely, okay? Yeah, I have heard, I have heard in general positive things. I have not heard any kind of, like the Force Awaken certainly have a huge boost of fanboy fever, but among that fever, there was some rumbling of what is wrong with the movie. But as far as Rogue One, at least the rumbling that I have heard so far has been everything positive, with very a few minor, I wouldn't say complaint. There's a few reviews out there that will say that it's typical Star Wars. It's nothing wow or mind blowing about it. If that is a negative review, then that's not a bad thing. Cougar, hello, how are you? Speaking of Cougar, if you're still here, if you're still looking for a Fantastic Four 51 in high grade in a slab like 8085 ish, I think I have the right copy for you. Okay, if you're still looking for it, just contact me and we can talk. But I think I have the copy for you. Hello, Repotate. Merry Christmas to everyone. Um, for those that follow my channel, you see the review, I have for the OA, the original, the OA, the original series from Netflix. If you trust, okay, here's my thing. If you trust my taste in shows, because I have done a lot of reviews on a lot of Netflix shows and Amazon shows. If you trust my review and my taste and my critical eyes and brains, I think you should check out the OA on Netflix. I do believe it's not a show for everyone. Some people might not like the show at all, but I can tell you, um, I got very emotional on the last episode. I wept. Okay, there was tears in my eyes, and um, I bought into it. By the the first half of the episodes, the first four episodes was kind of tough to get through because there was a lot of questions that are just not being answered yet. But then the last four episodes nails it in a really good way, and um, I fully bought into the concept of the show, the idea of the show, the message of the show, and I shed a few tears because I find it to be moving and powerful. I got issues. One of my friends is one of the lead actors on the OA. Pass it on, please. Pass on my congratulations to your friend. Um, you know, as I mentioned, not I don't expect everyone to watch my Netflix review, but I can tell you, I'm not a religious kind of person. I don't even think that I am that spiritual kind of person, but watching the OA, I had a lot of appreciation for that kind of thinking, because it's a high risk show. It's one of those shows where, whoever it is that the person that created the show took a huge leap, huge risk in writing and pitching this idea. And I had to say thank you for whoever it is at Netflix that approved the project and funded the project, because it's it's on paper this project can look a lot cookie. Um, Blade Runner. Yes, I did see the 30-second teaser. Look interesting. It looked like a Blade Runner. I mean, they managed to capture the visual feel. So I am excited. You know, Cougar, stay right there, Cougar. Let me show you what I found. Dang, I can't. I can't find it. I don't know where I put it. It's here in my room. I bought it. I pulled it out because I figured I will contact you and show you what I have to see if you're interested in it. It's around somewhere. Okay. Anyhow, Cougar, I found a slab a while ago that fit the criteria that what you were looking for. So, at the time, I didn't think I had time to contact you and let you know, um, about it. I didn't want to someone else to buy it. So I jumped on it and bought it. But when I do find it somewhere in my office, I take a picture and send you a PM, okay? And you can tell me if you want it or not. If you don't, I keep it. Yes, my list for 2016 was not very successful. Well, it was, I would say it was semi-successful. I was able to get I was able to get 8 out of 10 things, so that's not a bad thing. The 2 things that I could not get was not easy. The X-Men one, well, the X-Men one is not hard. There are tons of copies on eBay. There are tons of copy on just about every auction, but the right copy didn't show up. Now the FF5, that's an entirely different story. The FF5 is not an easy book. Hello, Rez. Rez is here. It bugs me that I cannot find it. I will keep on talking off the screen. So if you guys don't mind, I will do that while I look for the thing for Cougar. Where did I put the thing? I need to organize my room better so that I can find things and not misplace things. It bugs me sometimes when I buy something and then I literally cannot find it. It makes no sense whatsoever. Well, I'm just gonna have to look another time because it will be rude for me to have a chat like this and disappear from the screen. My apology. Damn it. Is that annoying when you buy something and you can't find it? I purposely leave it out too. It's one of those things where, I bought it, I'm just like, I gotta call Cougar or contact Cougar somehow and let him know what I found. And then now I can't find it. All that thought, all that planning. And now I cannot find it. Damn shame. Well, Cougar, sorry, my bad. We're just gonna have to wait. So Rez, since you're here, if you have not seen the show The OA on Netflix, I highly recommend it. I think you will enjoy the show. I mean, I think it's hard. This is one of those shows where it's hard for me to predict who will like it and who will not like it because it is just so different. Say hi to Little Reaper. No, I have not seen Rogue One yet, Rez. I will see that the day after Christmas. As a reminder, for those that want to participate in my trivia game, please click on the link below and sign up to play the game. The link below is to the video that explains the trivia game. There's a video that I just shot that I probably will load on Christmas Day on my favorite buys of 2016. As I mentioned last Sunday, that I want other people to do a top 10 list or most wanted books for 2017. At the same time, I also love to see a video from everyone to show what's their favorite buys for 2016 were. It can be favorite 3, favorite 5, favorite whatever number. I picked my favorite 3. I bought a bunch of stuff, but there are 3 that stood out. Okay, 2 of the items you have seen before in my haul videos. but one of the items is a surprise. That item actually came in. It was supposed to come in the same day as my original art, Bernie Wrightson. I was hoping that it would come in on the same day. So when I did the unboxing for the original art, it would be the same. I would have done both in the same video, but it didn't come until the day after. So I did not do a video to show that unboxing, but that is my in my top three favorite buy for the year. So on Sunday when I load that video on Christmas Day, there will be an item in there, a special item that is that has not been shown in any video yet. It will be revealed in my top three buys of 2016. I have issues. Hello. That clone, yeah, I like the OA is, without spoiling, okay. I'm pretty sure that clone, you and I are probably two of the few people here that saw it. I don't think that many people here have seen it, so we can't spoil it. In fact, in my review, I even withheld explaining what the O and the A is because I felt that if I reveal the words behind the O and the A, it would spoil the show. So let's not spoil it for those that haven't seen it, that want to see it. But to me, the OA is probably the biggest risk yet by either Netflix or Amazon as far as original programming. It's it's not like anything that we have seen. And not to say that um, what we saw on Netflix is like all the same. No, but if you look at like Daredevil, Jessica, all those Marvel, they have the same feel, the same kind of theme. But when it comes down to the OA, it's not. It's original. It's original if I have seen any shows or movies in a long, long time. It's Raz, as I mentioned, I wept. I wept at the end. By the On the 8th episode, it hit me. It hit me like a brick. It's one of those shows that it took uh, it took its time to peel off the onion, and then by the time that you got there, it just hits you, and you just like, I mean, I was, I wouldn't call the series as like mind blowing awesome, but the last two episode was like just like, oh my god, it's just like a whole lot of just wow. I mean, the last 2 or 3 episodes are just unbelievably great. Okay, that's how I feel. It's a good it's a good cry. I'm almost I feel like I'm almost tear up just talking about the last episode because it's a powerful thing, and maybe because I'm not a religious person, um, it's just I'm not a religious person, but I appreciate religious slash spiritual theme movie or TV shows. Just like the Passion of the Christ. I'm not religious whatsoever, but when I watched that movie, it was so moving and powerful. And I appreciate it fully, even when I'm not a Christian. And the same thing can be said about this OA. I'm not religious or spiritual. I don't think I am. But when I watched the show, it just hit me like a rock. It just smacked me in my face as far as the impact, the message, the theme. Yes. Is the show perfect? No. Okay. I have had this conversation with a lot of people. Rez, if you watch this show, feel free to invite me to your channel to discuss, because this is one of the show that you want to talk to people. You want to discuss with people because it's a show that you want to talk. Trust me. Trust me. I Unlike many shows, you can watch it, enjoy it, and doesn't matter to discuss it with anybody. But this is one of those shows that you will want to talk, even if you hate the show. I think it's one of those shows that is just going to provoke a lot of. Battlestar Galactica, the series. Yes, I have. Um, it's good. It's one of the smarter sci-fi show in the past many decades. It's Battlestar Galactica, the series is night and day from the Battlestar Galactica of the 70s. The only thing they share in common is the name. Night and day. Even the characters that share the same name are portrayed very different. Okay. And in this show, in the Battlestar Galactica, if you have a chance to watch it, once again, it's about the character. The main actors, both good and bad, in the show was done so well that halfway through, I think for me, the first season, you are wowed by the action, the space action. It's Battlestar Galactica, so you have the Cylon, the human. The first season or two, I was wow about the eye candies I saw on the screen, but by the third season, you were fully um, interested in the characters, and the action becomes secondary. Uh, the politics of the show start to take over. The religious message of the show start to take over. So it's a good show. I wouldn't say that I was mind blown about Battlestar Galactica, but I definitely think it's a very good show, and worth watching for sci-fi fans. Bye, Cougar. I will contact you after I find the slab. Westworld, I have not seen. In fact, my Christmas gift to myself is a subscription to HBO Now, so I can binge my brains out on Game of Thrones and Westworld. I only watched Game of Thrones season one, but that was it. This is maybe 3 or 4 years ago. I borrowed a set of DVD from a friend and watched season one. But that's the only thing that I have ever watched as far as Game of Thrones. So my self-gifting, the reason why I haven't done it until now is that there had been so much good TV, okay, so much that I don't have time. But I think I might be able to, start to enjoy many of these great shows on HBO soon, because hopefully, unless Netflix start to bomb us with more awesome series like the OA, right? Hello, AG. Yes, Cougar's leaving. King of Golden State is here. Hello, my friend. So yes, let's see what else. And other than for the rest of this year, as far as planned for 2017, there are two artists on my list that will be spotlight. Like every year, I try to do spotlight on 3 to 4 artists. But right now, for now, the two that is on my top as far as that I queue up for next year is Jim Aparo. I have a senior moment there when my brain went. But Jim Aparo is going to be there, and then um, another one of the great Filipino artists will be Spotlight. But that's two on my list so far. I have a few people asking me to do other artists. There's a whole lot of artists I would like to spotlight, but unless I have sufficient source to draw from, um, I tend to wait until I can get my hands on more sources. Because when it comes down to doing artist spotlight, I like to show the evolution of the artist that you have seen in many of my videos. I don't just want to show a one video and that's it. I want to show the evolution of that artist from his early days to later days. So I like to draw uh, enough sources to do at least some showing of evolution of the artist. John Constantine, hello. David Ross, I cannot reveal what the OA stand for, because if I reveal to you what the OA stand for as far as in the TV show on Netflix, it will spoil the show. Seriously, the by the time you heard what the OA stand for, you will get it. That's you will get why the show is called OA, and you will get why the show took such a long time to reveal what OA stand for, because it doesn't want to spoil it, and I don't want to spoil it for other people here. Best show is Kingdom. That sounds familiar. Can't say that I have seen it, but it sounds familiar. Jorge, give yourself Luke Cage season one. No, no, I've seen season one of Luke Cage, and no. uh, when I do my review live chat with Raz and who that, then I can go into more details of what I don't like about Luke Cage. I'm sure whatever it is that I didn't like about Luke Cage, it's not unique. I'm sure. Well, to be honest, I have not watched a lot of videos on Luke Cage reviews. I don't even know what the consensus is as far as what people like or not like. My hunch is the general view of Luke Cage is not as positive as the other Netflix show, because I certainly don't see a whole lot of reviews. Usually when a show's really good, like Daredevil, you see a ton of channels doing a tons of review. But for Luke Cage, it's almost like a lack of review videos out there. So if my hunch is right, the general consensus of Luke Cage is not of a positive one. Yeah, I could not get into it. It's the first Netflix show that I struggle to see the entire 10 episode. With Daredevil, I had to fight myself from not binging through 10 episodes in one day or 2 days, because it was so good. I want to see. With Luke Cage, It was a struggle from the very first episode. That's how, from the very first episode, to me, the way Netflix show has worked for me is if I if the first episode grab me in the right way, I find that it able to hold my attention for the whole series, whether it's Stranger Things or Daredevil or the OA. There's many shows where it hit the ground running, okay, as far as Netflix. And then with Luke Cage, it hit the ground and fell flat on its face on the first episode. And then it was a struggle for me to see the next nine. And every episode was just like, damn, it's still not good. Yeah, it was just, yeah. That's why I'm not in a hurry to do any kind of review. I was not heartbroken that I have not done a review on Luke Cage, because sometimes it's best not to say bad things about things that's not good. Now, I have higher hope for Iron Fist, because um, it can't get any worse than Luke Cage, right? Hello, Robert Finnefrock. Oh, King of Golden State. Would you rank OA above or below Stranger Things? Um, Great question. The thing is, your question is almost impossible to answer, in my opinion, because it's entirely um different, night and day. Okay, it's not to me, the Stranger Things was a feel good. It's a it's a sci-fi mystery, but also a feel good homage kind of show. Even though it has some kind of like it had a certain sad ending, kind of. The OA is entirely different. It tried to communicate on a different level of thinking. By different, I'm not saying that you had to be a brainy, smart person to enjoy the show, but I think if you are the kind of person that don't like spiritual things, doesn't like religious thing, that can't stand those things, you will hate the show. If you are the kind of person that are open, like me, okay, I as I already mentioned many times, I'm not a religious person, but I am open to religious, spiritual themes kind of shows and movies. It resonate with me, and it make a big impact emotionally on me. Um, I can say this: I have rewatched portion of some of the OA episode multiple times already since yesterday. On one of the episodes, I have rewatched a scene 5 times because it was that powerful for me, and I want to see it again because it just it was an amazing scene. Um, so if I had to pick one, I will pick OA. If I have to pick one, I will pick OA over Stranger Things. Stranger Things was more fun, no doubt about it. Okay, but OA just impact me in a different way emotionally, that it's that make me, it draw me to rewatch some of the scenes multiple times already since I saw it last night. Yeah, as far as the trailer for Blade Runner, it was 30 seconds. You barely see anything. The only thing that I like about the teaser for Blade Runner is that they were able to capture the mood of the other movie, the original Blade Runner movie. So I felt that they did a good job in trying to capture the same mood. But that's it. I mean, it's not much to see. It's not much. Other than that, seeing two characters interacting for a split second, it's not, I am more eager to see a trailer from the next Ridley Scott Aliens movie. That's what I'm eager to see. I like what you just said there, Jorge. I'm with you on Tom Hardy. There's something about Tom Hardy that I think would have fit pretty good in that role, following Harrison Ford footstep. It would have been a good fit to see Tom Hardy. Even though, I think Ryan Gosling is okay. Ryan Gosling is one of those actors that I like, but but I am not fully on the train, the wagon, or whatever it is that people are hitching on Gosling as the next greatest or the greatest actor of of the young generation. Whatever label people like to throw in with Ryan Gosling. eh, I like him. He has yet to impress me in any role yet. Not to say that I didn't like him in many of the roles that he took so far, but I'm not overly impressed where I'm just like, oh, I got it. I am a huge Ryan Gosling fan, and whatever he makes, I want to go see. I am not there yet. Okay, not there yet with Ryan Gosling. Um, I agree with all of you guys' comment down here as far as Hardy is um, can sell tough and rigid much more than Gosling. Have I saw Drive with Gosling? I have seen it. I have seen it. He was a badass in that movie. He was good. I mean, as I point out, I have seen many. Even his very first movie that he did with I can't remember the movie, but it with Sandra Bullock, I think, uh, many years ago in his very first movie. Um, like I said, I have always liked him, but I have yet to buy into how great he is compared to a lot of people love him. A lot of people, you throw his name out there and they are just like, oh, you know, like that the new movie that he had, La La Land or whatever that is. I saw I just can't see myself going to see La La Land. But I like King. King was good. I enjoyed it, but at the same time, it was a movie that I enjoyed, but it was not something that I like. I would like go out there and kick and scream that people should go see the movie because it's a must see. It's okay. He did a good job. There are some issue with the movie, but overall, it was not his issues. Thank you, Legend. Legend's always trying to hype me up. Yeah, so I am, like I said, we are in the golden age of movies and TV. I'm telling you, I am, you know, I have many younger comic collector have asked me these questions over the past year. How come you don't read comic books anymore? How come you don't read the new stuff anymore? And one of my answer is that I just don't have the time. Um, I have less and less time to read comic books. Um, I have not that I don't have time. Let's be honest. I have time to do a lot of things like making silly YouTube videos. Okay, so it's not like I don't have time, but I reached the age where I just don't feel like reading comic books, I got a lot more in watching a good TV show. And because we have so many wonderful TV shows, that I would rather binge through 5, 6, 8 hours of great TV than sit down and read the comic books. It's a sad thing, but it's an honest answer. Um, the the next series that I am super excited to see is on Amazon. It's the 42 season 2. If you have not seen 42 season 1, wowza, it's a must see show on Amazon. When I come down to Amazon Prime, The Man in High Castle and 42 is my two favorite show on Amazon. Robert Finnofrock said, "You're not missing much." But that's the thing. It's not as if, um, the older you get, at least for me, okay, the more you realize how you want to spend your time, the more you realize how you want to spend your money. Okay. If I was 25, 30 years old, I would be buying a whole lot of stuff I don't need. I have reached a saturation point of my life where I don't want to buy a whole lot of stuff, even comic books, because selling them is a pain in the butt as well. So unless I really, really, really want something, it's pointless to buy something just to have it. Okay, it's the days of hoarding is gone, 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 gone for me. Yeah, yeah, that's the thing. I keep hearing a whole lot of subpar opinions on new books for the past decade. It's not just this year, last year, since 2008, when I returned to the hobby. I flipped through a few newer stuff. I bought a few newer stuff here and there, and it just tedious. Um, in many ways, very slow paced storytelling where I can buy a book, look through 20 pages of eye candies. Okay, the art often are very good, but it's almost like nothing happened in 20 page. And I'm just like, why the heck did I? It's just like, do I need to spend $3 to buy this stuff if it doesn't stimulate my mind enough? So yes, I have reached that saturation point of consuming. So whether it's buying clothes, buying comic books, or buying anything, I just don't want to buy anything unless I need something. But yes, for those that just tune in late, there will not be a Sunday chat this Sunday, okay, because it's Christmas. I want to take time off, enjoy Christmas with my family, and hopefully you all will do the same. Stay off YouTube and enjoy each other in your family. And but I do have a video that I will load on Christmas or a day after Christmas that will showcase my favorite buys for the year. Okay, so and I want to see that from other people as well. Okay, just like the top 10 list from next year, I love to see what people have as far as their favorite purchase of the year. Could be favorites. I did favorite 3 for myself. But if you have favorite 5, favorite 10, favorite whatever, uh, show us, show me, show the community what it is that you bought this year that you are super duper duper happy about. Okay, I love to see that. For me, I pick out my top 3. I look at the time, it's 7:45 on my clock. That means that I have about 15 more minutes. Okay, so I will keep the chat going for another 15 minutes and then move along. Um, As far as buying stuff, I bought a few minor things here and there this past week. Nothing worth showing. A lot of the stuff I buy for enjoyment, like the magazine, the black and white magazine, many of them are low grade readers, things that I just like to see, like to read. Um, you know, Nothing mind blowing awesome. Um, I wish I kept some of the magazine nearby to show you guys what I bought, because there was a couple black and white magazine. Marvel the Cross, hello, Josh. Anytime. It's my chat is always just a free for all. There is never any one topic, so I welcome anyone to, ask questions or have any kind of topic they want to discuss, because I'm okay with talking about just about anything, even politics, if people want to tolerate that kind of nonsense. But but this is very typical of my chat. I don't really have any set topic to discuss. There's nothing wrong with readers. I agree. That's why I want to show them. But unfortunately, I must have. I'm trying to clean up my room, year-end cleaning, and I misplaced a whole bunch of stuff. I was gonna show Cougar was here earlier. I was gonna show him something I bought that he might want, and I can't find it. Silly me. It bugs me. It bugs me that I could not find it when Cougar was here earlier, because when this chat is over in 13 minutes, you bet I am going to be tearing this room apart to find that one thing that I bought to resell to Cougar. Cougar has been looking for a nice copy of Fantastic Four 51 for a long, long, long time. And I saw a nice copy a while back, and I bought it. I figure I will show it to him. If he like it, want it, he can buy it from me. If not, I keep it. Not a big deal. I got issue asked, Nick, do you have any characters that you can't resist? The answer is no. I am pretty disciplined when it comes to buying and collecting. A lot of people, um, you know, uh, may not have that kind of discipline. Like, as much as I love Neil Adams, okay, Neil Adams is probably in my top 5 favorite artists of all time. As much as I love Neil Adams or any of my favorite top 5 artists, do I buy everything that they worked on? No. Do I buy all the covers that they drew? No. Not every Neil Adams cover is worth owning. And as far as characters, some collectors like to do that. They like to buy, uh, some covers collector like to do that. For me, no, I'm not. I have always been both a cover and interior kind of collector. I don't buy something just for the covers. I try not to buy something just for the covers, because often when I don't pay attention to the inside, I found that I dislike the book if it has a sweet cover, but the interior is garbage. Okay, so um, no doubt, not everything that I buy has great exterior and interior, but I try my best to buy something that have both. The exile is here. Hello. You must be out of school. Winter break must be there, the exile. King of Golden State asked a good question. Who are your top five worst of all time? As far as top five worst artists of all time, or top five worst cover of all time? Um, that's a tough one because I top five worst artists. I think most people can guess which one of them is, right? uh, when it comes down to worst artists, I think, um, you know, some of the artists that I don't like um, would be say like well, Lifestyle is in there. I would say my top five worst artists are on a list for different reason. Okay, for different reason. Um, so let's say Ron Perlin. Okay. Oh my God, I did not like his art whatsoever in just about any books that I have seen his art. I did not like. Um, it's nothing. There's not for me. His art is so flat and not dynamic whatsoever. If you look at a Ron Perlin book, the action scenes are so flat and lack energy, less dynamic, lack all kind of things, lack excitement. It's just boring and flat, and the figure is just not pretty or good looking or and whatever. So yeah, I mean, as far as life fell. See, I dislike life fell for different reasons. When it comes down to life fell, I I did not dislike Rob Liefeld when he first hit the scene. When Rob hit the scene in the '90s, in late '80s, early '90s, when I was still buying book off the rack, I thought his art was unique. I thought his art was slightly different than many things that I have seen. I thought he had potential. But I think I dislike Rob Liefeld more when I heard the gush from fans that how awesome he was. I think that's when I started to dislike Rob Liefeld, because when the gushing of people um, start to pull out on his stuff, I'm just like, that's not that is something is not right. you know, I don't hate on him for not being able to draw feet or draw things with no background and lack details. You name it. There's a whole lot to complain about, but in the end, there's for me to sit there and name all top five worst artists, it would be just a mean thing to do, to drag all five names through the mud. After all, it's just my opinion. There's a whole lot of people out there that may disagree with everything I just said about Rob Liefeld. How can you say that about Rob Liefeld? He's my favorite. I love him. Yeah. I actually like how you pronounce it, Bachelor. I actually like Bachelor. I don't have uh, something. Let's see. I got issues said that he has a thing for Animal Man, and his OCD is making him buying everything that have Animal Man on the cover. That I have never suffered the OCD of buying A characters. I think because for a long time, Wolverine was my favorite character, and he was everywhere. He was overexposed. So I don't really want to see him anywhere. Almost the opposite. I felt disgusted that Marvel was pimping him out everywhere. So I was the opposite when it come down to like trying to chase down characters on the cover. My favorite character was Wolverine, and I despise what Marvel did to him in the 90s. Overexposure. Well, it's 7:56. Almost time for me to say goodbye. It has been fun. David Ross, Bookham Dano, Declan, King of Golden State, Reaper Tate, Jorge. Evan is here. Evan from Russia is here. Um, Other than that, I have nothing else to show, nothing else to talk about, folks. I hope everybody have a wonderful Christmas. Ray, you here? Uh, Ray, if you are not familiar with Richard Friend YouTube channel, I know you are a big fan of Jim Lee. Check out the link below to Richard Friend channel. He has been inking a few of Jim Lee newest page on Suicide Squad with Killer Crocodile. Awesome looking. Not that I can learn anything from watching those videos because my inking skills is just plain terrible. But check out the link below to Richard Friend channel because he does a lot of videos showing him inking a lot of pages from Jim Lee recent work. Well worth checking out. Okay, so I can't say enough about checking out Richard Friend channel. Last reminder, no Sunday chat this Sunday. It's Christmas, people. Okay. Anyhow, time for all of us to go. Enjoy your family. Finish up your Christmas shopping, and see you all next Wednesday. Okay, I will be back next Wednesday with my recap show of 2016. Until then, Merry Christmas. See you next Wednesday. Bye bye.